What's up, y'all? My name is Fitz, and I'm documenting my journey to build a $500,000 per month real estate wholesale business. Coming on YouTube to share some insights that I think the wholesale industry needs. I suck at content, so what you see is what you get. It ain't no editing, it ain't no cut. It's just what it is. All right. So today's topic is about the absolute best marketing channel, you can use in 2024. And actually past 2024, to be honest. The number one marketing channel. Do y'all know what the number one marketing channel is? And I know some of y'all think I'm gonna say PPC, or PPL. Wrong. That's not the number one marketing channel for you. The number one marketing channel for each and every one of us in this business is the one channel that we can master, that we can consistently get leads from. The one that we feel the best about, the one that we get the best results from. And the reason why I'm saying that is because they all work. I remember when I was first getting started in wholesaling back in 2013, 2014, I would be bombarded with all of these different marketing strategies, bandit signs, direct mail, door knocking, whatever else they wanted to tell you, SEO, all of them. And what I realized is that they all work. And during the time where I wasn't wholesaling, I was still learning a lot about business. I was still digesting a lot of content, reading a lot of books about how these ultra entrepreneurs operate and how they think, some of their mental models. And there's one guy, his name is Alex Hormozzi. He really put things in perspective. When you guys hear me talk about my offer and the emphasis I put on offers, it came from his training, his teaching. And I'm going to share something else with you guys that really impacted the way I think, which is why I'm telling you the best marketing channel is the one that works best for you. And I'm specifically saying one because that's all you need is one. Alex Hormozzi is big on saying all you need is one marketing channel, one audience, and one offer. As I started to grow this business, and I really set a clear vision of what my goals were, or what my goals are. I decided to take that philosophy to heart. I didn't want to get trapped in the whole, I'll do cold call today, I'll send SMS today. So I started with SMS, and I was prepared to take SMS all the way to $1 million, all the way to my first million back in wholesale. SMS started some issues, and it made me switch over to inbound leads. So that's the only reason why I switched to inbound leads. I was fine with text messaging. I was super fine with text messaging. I could have scaled that to $1 million. Now I'm more so focused on PPC leads, PPC and PPL leads, inbound, because that's what the market made me shift towards. Not because I wasn't getting deals, but literally federal regulation. Now those issues have been fixed, at least on the platform that I use to text, launch control. But me being so laser focused and understanding that all you need is one marketing channel, I've been trying to dominate my one marketing channel, because one marketing channel, one audience, one offer, easiest path to get to $1 million. I was listening to a podcast yesterday. I ain't even listened to the whole podcast, to be completely honest, and no shade on dude, but he's been wholesaling since 2019, and it's 2024, and I'm sitting here looking, I'm like, bro, you ain't rich yet. And that comes to me, that means you either one, not around the right people, you're not testing what you're doing, you just really just doing stuff. And I'm pretty sure a lot of that has to do with a lack of clarity, um, of, or not even a lack of clarity, a lack of simplicity. Because when you start adding on a bunch of different marketing channels and you got to manage multiple marketing channels, there's no way for you to track your KPIs. There's no way for you to track, well, there is a way, but it's very difficult to track every single lead channel and make it in an easy digestible format to whereas you know exactly how many leads that particular channel takes to get an offer. You know how many net leads that particular marketing channel takes to get an offer out. How many offers does it normally take to get a contract? Those are some very important metrics that you need to be tracking in your wholesale operation. And the more convoluted you make that, the more inputs you give it, the more complicated the output becomes. Versus scenario two, you have one marketing channel, super easy to focus on, super easy to track the results from, and on top of that, super easy to manage. It's simple. The less things you have going on, the more you can pay attention to the small things, the small tweaks that you might need to make in your SMS campaign, and your cold call campaign, and your PPC campaign, and your pay per lead campaign. If it's not simple, it's going to be very difficult to track. And if it's and I learned this from Dr. Miles Monroe. Anything that's mismanaged will be led astray. Anything that's mismanaged will be led astray. So if you aren't managing your marketing channel properly, how do you expect it to grow? How do you expect it to produce the fruit that most of us are in this business for? It's not that we're in this business because we just love wholesaling. Like, nah, we're in this business because we want to create a cash machine. Basically, everybody wants to either create a cash machine or they want a nice amount of capital to where they can just take and go put it towards whatever other endeavor they have in their mind. I know me personally, I want a cash machine that I can have that just spits out cash for the next 15, 20 years. That's my goal. But it's not we're not doing this because we're just in love with wholesaling. So if we're not doing it because we're in love with it, in this business, yeah, you can enjoy it, but at least you want to take it super serious. And if you aren't tracking those numbers, you're not super serious. You're not super serious if you aren't tracking your marketing dollars. If you aren't tracking how many leads you got in this month, how many net leads you got in this month, how many offers you made this month, how many offers you got accepted this month, how many contracts fell out this month, which lead, which type of motivation, brought you to closing to the closing table the fastest. Like, those are all things. Like, when it comes to the data, you want to be a mad scientist, and it's easier to become a mad scientist with your data if you only have one marketing channel to focus. So yeah, they all work, bro. They all work. You just gotta do the fucking work. Like, you gotta do the work, and don't hesitate. Don't overthink. Like, I got people on my DMs right now. They saying, hey, bro, well, how do I know you're not affiliated with this and that? Man, who gives a fuck if I'm affiliated with anybody? Like, I'm giving you real sauce, and I'm not charging you nothing. I don't have to give you, anything. I'm not asking you for anything. You wasting time questioning me when you can just be trying stuff. You think you're the only one that just try? Nah. Like, I try stuff. I try stuff because I'm action oriented. Don't get bombarded, when you see these advertisements, 11 marketing channels. Here are all 11 of my you don't need to add another marketing channel until you hit 1 million. And that's real. For real. Each one of these marketing channels can produce you $1 million. Like, there's not one single wholesale marketing channel that won't produce $1 million. Not a single one. You can't name me one. Some are easier than others. Some require more than others, obviously, such as life. But every last one of them, if you put the work in, you just The issue is people looking for shortcuts. They looking for that sweet magic red pill that's just like, oh, this is the end all be all. That's why when I spoke about AI, so many people was like, oh, what's the AI? Because y'all think that's the end all be all. And it's not. It's not. It's not the end all be all. It's just another marketing channel, another lead source that you're going to have to put just as much work into, that you're going to have to track KPIs, just like you'll have to track KPIs on every single other marketing channel. And it's only going to work if you work. Unfortunately, that's the ugly, hard, harsh reality of the situation. I don't care what they try to tell you. Hey, this is the... And guess what? The last thing I'm going to leave y'all with, they all cost money. They all cost money in some form or fashion. They all cost money. All of them. Damn. They all cost money. So stop looking for... I got all these lights and stuff up here. I'm about to cut this video off anyway. It don't matter. It all costs money. Stop looking for a free way out. If you don't have money, man, honestly, my suggestion is to go find a sales job. Get you some money on somebody else's dime, some guaranteed money, because you'll be out here driving for dollars, trying to cold call, 1,000 numbers a day, and you're gonna burn yourself out. I don't want you to see yourself burnt out. Most of the wholesalers, if you talk to them, they fail. Don't be most wholesalers. Do the shit right from the beginning. Choose one marketing channel, marry it, fall in love with it, learn the ins and out of it, and execute. That's it. Don't overthink it. Just fucking do it. Just do it. Anyway, sorry for my little rant, y'all. If y'all can't tell, I had a conversation with somebody about this yesterday. I'm like, you know what, man, I gotta share this, because I don't think people are action oriented enough, and they overcomplicate things, man. This is a very simple business. It's already hard. It's already hard to convince somebody to sell you a house over the phone and then put all these different moving pieces together. It's already hard to do it. Why overcomplicate it in areas that you don't need to overcomplicate it? Just pick one marketing channel and go. Figure that shit out later. You're not going to know everything right out the gate. Nobody can't have a single conversation with you and just teach you every single thing that's going to happen. Like, nah, man, that's what a support group is for, which is why I started the Blue Ocean Wholesaling group. It's a free group. Come in there and ask questions. The link is probably going to be down here somewhere. It's a free group. You just come collab. Be with other like-minded people. Left to our own thoughts, we're going to overthink all the time, 10 out of 10 times. But you got other people around you who action oriented, who taking action and pushing each other to take action. Guess what? Now you got that extra juice, you got that extra battery in your back, because your environment is everything. So creating this environment, Blue Ocean Wholesaling, to create an environment where we can push each other to go ahead and get to whatever level of wholesaling that we want to get to, so we can go about our business and go and start whatever we want to do, build whatever we want to build, whatever the case is. But the goal is to turn it into a machine, so that all of this work that we're doing is not for naught. It's something that even when we step away from, we're still benefiting. We're still, eating the fruits of our labor, because we set up good systems and we scale those systems. So if that's a community that you want to be a part of, if that's the type of mindset that you have, it's a link below here somewhere, probably in the description or wherever. And I welcome you guys. Come on, pull up. Let's talk about some real estate. Let's talk about some wholesaling. Let's talk about some, some systems, some marketing channels. Whatever you want to talk about, whatever hurdles that you're trying to get past. I don't know everything, but I got enough resources outside of that community and within that community, to where we can pretty much get any question answered. We can provide any resource that you need. So let's do it. Let's rock out, y'all.